Hello, my pretties. It's Shadow the Line Queen here. Welcome back to another episode of Shadows and Pretties. And today we're going to be looking at another movie. Well, two movies actually, of the Maneater series. One of them being Vipers and Swamp Devil. So I did do last time we talked about was Hybrid and Shark Swarm. This time we're going to be redoing two movies. So basically, um Vipers, I'm going to start off with, came out in 2008. It's the 12th film in the Maneater series. And the name of the film was inspired by the co-ed football softball team of the same name. So this film is a pretty good movie. I personally really enjoyed this one. However, this is a good movie. I can definitely say it's got really good actors, which I personally really thought that, it was really cool and stuff. We get, pretty good actors in that. And it's a good movie. So I'm basically going to talk about what this movie is about before we go to Swamp Devil. Now, Swamp Devil also came out in 2008, so that's something to keep in mind. Basically, I'm going to talk about the plot of Vipers. So basically, it takes place in Universal Biotech Research Facility, secretly works on enhancing horned viper snakes with poison C12 for their venom to cure the disease. The enhanced venom cures a woman of breast cancer. The snakes, however, eventually murdered four people, added by his own men. A man named John Staffen subdues the staff to steal the snakes in ensuring the struggle. The snakes get released and kill everybody except Staffen, who escapes. The snakes then rapidly repopulate. So on the island of Eden Cove, a couple is murdered on the beach. Meanwhile, a man named Kyle Taylor comes to Eden to see Doc and Jim Silverton. Sheriff Tom Hendricks eventually calls Doc, saying that a teenager, Maggie, broke into a store and smoked marijuana. So while Doc and Cal get to the store's garden, owner Nikki, Maggie, and Maggie's parents, a man named Jack and his estranged wife Ellie, are arguing. So outside, a snake bites Jake, a child. Nikki rushes Cal and Jake to the clinic. There, Cal injects the snake with the antivenom, stabilizing him. Doc then takes Jake to a hospital, and Nikki's in prison for growing marijuana. Meanwhile, Dr. Vera Collins, who works at the Universal Biotech, not only recently learned that snakes were enhanced, tells Burton, the CEO, that she needs to examine Jake's bite to determine if it comes from one of their vipers. Burton then introduces Stefan to his security chief and sends his team out with her. So at the end, Jack owns he and a woman named Georgie end up going at it, and then the Vipers later kill Georgie. Cal, meanwhile, examines Nikki still in prison, and Cal later leaves without his tools, which Nikki uses to escape and go to the inn. There, Cal saves Nikki from a viper. So Tom learns that a lake full of half-devoured fish carcasses. After finding more vipers, he tells everyone to run to the hotel. However, Maggie runs the wrong way and the snakes intrude the lobby, but Cal scares them off with a fire extinguisher. Ellie leaves to look for Maggie and finds her, but they soon get surrounded. Tom then saves Maggie, who cannot walk, and locks her in a safe room at the sheriff's office. The snakes kill Tom and Jack saves Ellie. They get cornered outside of the office, but Cal and Nikki again use the extinguisher to deter the snakes while they all hide in a non-functioning van. Cal eventually gets bitten later in the cafe, but Ellie then gets killed by the rest of the barricades themselves into the crashing building using the ice. Interfering with the snakes do not like the cold. Meanwhile, Doc, Staffen, and Vera reach the island and find the snakes eating corpses. En route to the end, they use the grenades of C12 to subdue the snakes, which eventually manage to kill one of the men. Jack, who is alive, takes Maggie, Nikki, and Cal to the end. Everyone meets up there, but when the rescue isn't coming till morning, the townspeople try to leave by using the boat Tech arrived on. This leads to a fight which Jack gets killed. The townspeople leave the inn. Many get attacked while attempting to reach the boats. The reminder to retreat back to the inn where the snakes try to get in. They kill one while trying to barricade the doors, one of Stefan's men, Lucen, eventually tells the truth that they were not here to rescue people. They were sent to capture Vipers. And that aircraft they were coming in, meaning in the morning, gas Eden, killing everyone left by then. So Maggie guides everyone to where Jack stored a truck and they attach heat sources to it. Lucen then drives the truck while Cal, Stefan, Nikki, Vera, and Brownie attract the snakes off the boat with heat and guide them to the greenhouse, where Cal plans to trap and kill them. Doc then guides the rest of the townspeople to the boat and Maggie takes off, but Doc cannot chase after her and departs with the boat. Lucen gets bitten, and Maggie uses C12 to temporarily subdue the snakes, saving Cal. Stefan then gets bitten, and then when he dies, he realized that he had a radio on him the entire time. He was planning to escape by himself and leave everyone else to die. Via radio, Vera demands Burton to call the attack off, to no avail. The snakes eventually kill Brownie. So Nikki and Vera uses flares and propane tanks to ignite the greenhouse, causing an explosion, which the aircraft arrives, but Doc gets through to them and they do not gas the island. Burton gets arrested and Cal recorded his walkie-talkie conversation with Vera, admitting his plan to kill everyone. Burton is later out on bail, but then gets killed by a snake hiding in his car. That's how the movie ends. I personally really do have to say that this was a really awesome movie. I thought it was really neat and well done. I like the concept of it. It's just really good. I mean, we got a lot of good actors and they actually did a pretty good concept. So I personally do enjoy this movie a whole lot. So, I mean, if you're into horror movies or, movies with animals killing each other or snakes, then I can recommend this movie. Okay, so now on to Swamp Devil. Now, basically, the plot is about Melaine Blamey returns to her hometown in Gibington, Vermont, because her father, a former sheriff, is wanted for multiple murders. Jimmy Fuller wants to help find her father, and it looks like if something incredibly sinister is responsible for the corpses in Gibington, the creature known as Swamp Devil. So, I mean, I personally really enjoyed the movie as well. I thought this was pretty good. It was completely shot in Montreal, Quebec, which, I mean, it was really cool that it was shot in Canada, which I personally really enjoyed this movie a whole lot. I thought Swamp Devil was a really good movie, and I personally remembered watching this movie in my high school years. Same with Vipers. And they're both really good. I mean, they're both really good movies. I personally like the concept of these movies. I thought they were really neat, well done. And it's just a really great film. I mean, if you're into horror and stuff like that, you can definitely check out this movie if you haven't. It's a really good one because I remember seeing it and I have to say it's a really great film. Those two movies are pretty good. I personally really enjoyed it a whole lot. I thought they were really neat and well done. So, yep, you could buy these two movies, Swamp Devil and Vipers, on Amazon, which you can definitely get them on Amazon on DVD if you want to go check it out. So be sure to do that if you're into snakes and swamp devils and etc. I personally really like this film. So, anyways, what did you guys personally think of these two movies? Did you enjoy them? Did you not? Also, what you have done personally to help make these movies a lot better? Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section down below. I'm Shadow the Lion Queen. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Ring the bell for notifications to when I upload, so that way you guys will not miss an upload. As always, if you want to go follow me on, Blue Sky, follow me on Twitter, follow me on DeviantArt, as well as follow my backup channel known as Ms. Dark Shigo. Links to all those will be in the About page section of this channel, so you guys can go follow me on there if you happen to be interested in those. And that's pretty much all I have to really say, but if I'm missing something, please let me know. And as always, I'll be catching you guys all in the next video. Peace out, and like always, I'll see you all next time.